gosh. Wait, are you awake? Oh, wow. What time is it? 3 o'clock in the morning? Wow. Alright. I can't believe you're awake as well. You feel alright? Yeah. I feel lightheaded for some strange reason. I'll get over it eventually. So, what are you thinking about? Well, don't we all? It's intriguing to see that we're both awake at the same time. Strange. What am I thinking about? Well, I was in a dream thinking about my roommate destroying my apartment because that's literally what he does for a living at this point. But when I woke up, the first thought that hit me was you, because you let me stay here, and I can't thank you enough for that. I really appreciate it. You know, and if you ever met my roommate, you'd understand where I'm coming from with this. You really would. And if you ever met my brother, who likes to stream all the time, then you'd also realize that I'm the odd man out in this situation. And I'm not like him at all. But, anyways, yeah. I was thinking about you just because you let me stay here. And that you are, right now, my biggest client. Because of how unique you are in your situation. And I just started this, so like I said, I am eventually going to meet somebody that is way more complicated than you are. But until then, you, my cutie, are my number one priority. So, I just want to make sure that that is kept within my lines. So, yeah. What are your plans tomorrow? Are you gonna go for a walk, get a job? What's going on here? Because I kind of forgot if we talked about it earlier. Okay. Alright. Well, I really hope that goes well for you. I really do think and hope it goes well for you. Just be aware. There's something called other people out there. Just be aware, okay? Because there are just some anomalies that like to ruin others' days. So, just be aware of that, okay? Because I was working at fast food when I was younger at a McDonald's, and somebody came in and they started trying to harass me, and I eventually, after the manager did nothing, I just quit the job. And he was like, "Why are you quitting? You're working at McDonald's, the biggest franchise in the entire world." And I was like, well, I'm not sure if you already have, were told this in person, or if you ever came to realize it, but you're a dumbass and an asshole, and I really hope that you die. And I left. Because that's how insufferable he was. And I did eventually report him to the, I forgot what you call it. And they were able to get him removed from the franchise, which I think is amazing. But just be aware, there are assholes out there that you're going to have to deal with on a daily basis. But remember, even in the situation, remember what I told you. Stay calm. And just get through it. All situations have an end. If you have to, go get the manager. It's just how it is. Alright? And if you're gonna go on a walk or anything like that, just be aware of your surroundings, okay? Because at one point in my early childhood, I did get kidnapped. And I was abused. But the police eventually found me. Because I was left alive. I've been through a lot more than you think I have. Which is why I became a therapist. Because I can relate to a lot of what people have gone through. And I really was hoping eventually that I'd meet somebody that would have gone through that type of trauma so we can relate to each other. And right now you aren't exactly that person, but you are close in the sense that you have very anxious, you're very anxious and whatnot. So, yeah. But right now you are my biggest client. And I really, truly believe that eventually you will be treated. And that eventually you will kind of, get yourself out there in the world more. Especially when it comes to your career. Because it took me a while to get that done, But, so... lately it's just been kind of agonizing. But we all get through it. So... what's that? Oh... yeah, I remember that. Did it help you with anything at all? I mean, you kind of seemed enthused about it when I gave you them. Well, that's how it works with sport. You got aroused. But yeah, I usually don't do this type of kissing therapy stuff, but you apparently enjoyed it, which is something I found intriguing. But, so, what are your plans? Let me try to reword it, I'm sorry. What do you think should be your next step? And technically our session is over, but I kind of want to get an idea of what we'll do at our next session. Like, I will play a stranger or some shit. I don't know. Like, I'm a therapist, but again, I want to go off your ideas and what you want to do. So, like, what do you want to do? You want more kisses? I mean, I understand that, but at the same time, I gotta do more than that. What you want? Okay. I guess I'm about to say, yes, it's intriguing. I say that word a lot. I don't know why. It's very intriguing that I say the word intriguing a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's so weird. But anyways, yeah. We can do that. But if that kissing therapy is helping you get arousal for some strange reason, and it's helping you cope, then I don't mind giving you more. But like, again, we just met, and I don't know what direction you're gonna want to take when it comes closer. But like, if you ever thought about being in a relationship with me, like, that it might work out. Like, you and me, we kind of are similar in that fashion, Yeah. But, hey. Eventually, we'll get there, if that's where you want to go. But, right now, we're just still acquaintances, and you're just a stranger that doesn't let me stay over at your house because my roommate is not fun. So, thank you again. I really appreciate it. Oh. Alright then. You that body heat? Am I that warm? Yeah. You smell good. You smell like you got cologne on your body. Even though you showered. Like, what's going on with that? Yeah? Strange. Real strange. Well, I do hope that eventually we get in more the right direction, Because you're already doing a very good job of talking to me, Yeah. very tired. Very tired. You're warm too, by the way. You're very warm. Yeah, come closer. I can't be heated like for tonight. I recommend the Walmart brands. They last a fairly long time. For heated blankets. Yeah. Some special, you know. Just remember what I said. If you ever had to interact with a boy kisser, keep it simple. You know, don't fall in the trap that I fell into, or other people fell into. You know. But yeah. So let's what? Dinner. You want me to come to dinner with you one night? Well, I'm kind of confused on what you're trying to ask here. Oh, you're asking me out on a date, even though I literally just told you have to wait a little bit. You're that desperate. I'm not gonna lie. I can kind of see it in you too, you know, like, I can kind of tell, like, we were talking earlier today, your eyes are very diluted whenever you looked at me, and I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I might do the same thing, but I didn't think too much of it until you just now asked me out. Alright, look, this Friday, sure, you can take me out to dinner. I'm sure it's actually a very fancy restaurant. I'm not gonna say fancy, because you probably are making that much money. But I did find a restaurant that had a lot of good ratings, and it's called Linguini's, and they serve a variety of, like, Mexican and Italian foods and shit. Like, I think me and you would like that food. I'm a very big soft taco fan, you know? But, really and truthfully, yeah, I'll go out with you. That's what you really want, necessarily, but I don't want to make you feel down or whatnot, you know. So, anyways, probably should go back to sleep. I think it's getting a little late, but you think Linguini's is a good idea? Yeah. Okay. Well, I appreciate you talking to me, and let's go back to sleep. And tomorrow we'll wake up to a fresh day. We'll get started on that day, and we'll go forth. Good night.